Welcome back to the Etc. Podcast. I am your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark. How you doing, sir?
I'm chilling. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man.
So I'm watching now this, I don't know if you heard the game that's coming out called The Quarry.
Yes, it's already out, right?
It's already out and whatnot, but I didn't know what it was at first. And then I saw people kind of posting videos about it and shit like that. And I was like, okay. I was like, it seemed interesting because at first I didn't know what it was, but since it was kind of the newest game coming out, I was like, oh, okay, I seem kind of interested in it. I just started watching somebody that I watch on YouTube play and just have a game play through it. And I'm watching it right now, and it's pretty interesting of a game. It's not what I'm used to, obviously, because it's more one of those you decide your own path type of thing.
What was that game? It was Until Dawn or some shit. What was the one that was similar?
Yeah, he said it too in the beginning, but I forget what he said. But it's probably...
It's got real life actors in it. That's why I keep...
Yeah, and that's why I was about to bring it up and talk to you about it, because the people that are in it, from what I know of, is Brenda Songs.
Okay.
And that's so random, but Brenda Songs is in it. And then the one chick from Modern Family, the daughter Alex.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
The smart one.
It is Until Dawn.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's also in it too. And then there's some other ones that I know, but not by name. I've seen their face before, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. But I just don't know exactly who the actors are in it. But I was just watching it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting just to watch it. There's I think there's probably 3 other actors in there that I know by face, but not by name. But I thought it was so far as I'm watching it, it's pretty interesting and cool to see just how everything plays out and how they have the acting. And it looks so their character looks so exact. That's how when I was watching it, I was just like, huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing a couple of them. I see what you're talking about.
I was just like, damn, bro, they got their, they literally got them looking exactly like them. Nothing at all that's missing.
Yeah, there's a couple games out there like that. There's Until Dawn, there's The Quarry, and then there's one other that I forget the name of that has, I don't want to say their name wrong because they transitioned, so they have a different name now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they also did a game. So there's a couple games out there, and I think that, it's pretty dope though when you think about it.
Yeah,
they do a really good job. It doesn't really age well anymore, but they had what's his name on that Call of Duty campaign as a villain.
Oh,
dude from House of Cards.
Yeah, God. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about though.
Yeah, but that didn't age too well. But he's in there forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of different games though like that too. I feel like there's also somebody else in another Call of Duty, but I don't know. But yeah,
Snoop.
Yeah,
Snoop is in Warzone or some shit now.
Yeah, now he's in Warzone. True. Yeah.
What does that look like? I haven't played Warzone in this, so I'm sure you've seen it.
I mean, he looks exactly like Snoop Dogg. What's funny though is that they don't have him looking that young. They have him looking kind of almost how he is now. Because you see on the character before, and that's why it's so detailed. It's crazy. On his sideburn parts, there's a little bit of gray hair right here, and I was just like, damn, man, they really did my man's like that.
They could have picked any age of Snoop.
Exactly, bro. Pick Def Jam Snoop, bro. That shit, the youngest Snoop Dogg I've ever seen in my life. Wear a black tank top and just tight ass fucking pants. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they got him pimped out, don't they?
Yeah, you got different costumes you can have for him, but that's Snoop. Yeah, have my man dripped.
You just have a squad of Snoop Dogg, the guy who looks like Attack on Titan character, the armored Titan.
Yeah.
You got fucking the characters from Saw and Donnie Darko and shit.
Yep, Scream. Yep. That's Call of Duty now. But it's weird. It's so weird in Call of Duty right now with
Godzilla.
Yeah. It's so weird. The things that they pick to collaborate with just blows my mind. Because it's never consistent and it's just so random. Obviously, I guess Halloween, it's Halloween, that you're going to be able to do that. That's fine, I guess. But the King Kong Godzilla, that was just so random.
It didn't do anything
it was just so random.
Those things need to be a one day thing. Fortnite has their concerts and shit or whatever in game, where it's just a one day only. It should not be carrying out for that long.
Well, yeah, it finished a while ago, I think, but it was interesting at first. Like I said, it was good for the first day or two. Afterwards, it was just one of those things where you're just okay, whatever. I didn't really care for it as much, but
have you played Fortune's Keep?
Yeah, I've played it. The map is pretty cool. I think I enjoy it. It's cool because there's just like a lot of buildings you can basically just like run over top of. It's a lot of like I guess you would say quote unquote parkour. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They lowered the amount of like people too like on the map too, so it's not like that filled. But I think it's a pretty cool map.
Decent, yeah. I think I'm gonna just wait for this new Warzone 2 and fucking Warfare 2 or something, because I don't know. We'll see. I feel like there's just I don't know, have they fixed the anti-cheat shit yet? Is it like is it pretty effective, or is it still like
you really would very, very, very rarely run into a cheater, honestly. Like at all. Like out of like a 30 games, you might only like honestly probably only one you will find like a cheater. And like if you're playing 30 games straight, you're probably only find one. Yeah, like it's very rare. So
it makes me wonder what took them though so damn long to just do that in the first place. Like what made them think that they could just fly by without an anti-cheat?
It's not even so much about flying by. My thing is just like, what was so hard about like finding one, I guess. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Fall Guys has an anti-cheat.
That's what I'm saying.
It has the same anti-cheat as Apex.
Exactly. So I'm just wondering, like, was it just like there had to be some legal stuff, because I felt like Warzone themselves created Ricochet. Like they were just like, bro, we want our own anti-cheat.
Which I don't know what would like
what would it matter? Like why? The billions of dollars you make, you just couldn't just hand that a little bit over to some company to help you, stop people from ruining your game, people leaving your game. Like that's like the most important part, right? I don't know. That's Call of Duty.
But, hey, good for them, I guess. We shall see. Seems pretty like people are happy with Fortune's Key from what I'm seeing. Like people are like, oh, like it's pretty good. Some people prefer it over Rebirth, like the layout of the map itself.
Yeah, I felt like at that point, like Rebirth was just getting so overplayed, because it wasn't the first thing. Anyway, it wasn't like the first thing I think I would say that came out with the actual like Verdansk and Caldera. But when it did come out, it was its own thing. It was cool. It was fresh. Seeing like Alcatraz be the map, like people totally, I feel like, forget that the map, the Rebirth file was basically Alcatraz. And yeah, I feel like it just got overplayed to the point where it just got too usual. Like it was just too familiar. They needed something new, we got a whole new bigger map. Why don't we just change this up a bit? Like get something else new, And I just feel like again, as much as I don't play Apex, I always find it really cool that like Apex has that whole rotation thing where they like have the maps switch after a certain point. I feel like that'd be so cool for like Call of Duty, because it's just like, why be stuck playing this one map?
Bring back Verdansk.
Like bring back Verdansk, or just like if y'all ever in the future make even another map, like do something with that, because it's just, why get rid of the old stuff and then like, I don't know. Again, if it's space issue, maybe that game already takes up literally your whole hard drive. So.
I honestly think that's why they're just doing Warzone 2, because we fucked up this shit so bad, like
so insane. I don't get how like that's even a thing.
Every other game has like way more, like it seems like just as much, if not more, content, and their files are nowhere near as that.
It's a lot that has to do with just graphics, really, just being able to handle all that for some reason. I don't know. They just don't.
But it's not even like the nicest looking game out there either. Like
it's not. And I think the issue is that like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't realize, how, I just don't know why it takes up that much space, really.
Yeah. Like there's like, I had a PS4. There was no reason that I needed to like play like Elimination every time I want to play something new with y'all. I was just like, fuck, like who I gotta let go this time.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Another person that like was in a game that we don't think about is fucking R.I.P. Ray Liotta. He was in the Zombies map, like when they were on
which one?
In the jail.
Oh yeah.
They had like a bunch of like mobsters in there, and Ray Liotta was one of them.
Yeah. I know, yeah. I remember I saw that a while ago. I told my mom, because she loves watching Goodfellas, and I literally just saw that movie on yesterday. She was watching it, and I was just like, damn, bro, that's so crazy, bro. He was one of those other actors that I just felt like wasn't that old, but maybe it's because I just didn't see him in so many movies, and I only saw him in the like ones where he was kind of younger. So, but yeah, he was kind of old, and I guess, shit just happens, but that sucks, honestly.
He did pass away young, though. But younger.
Yeah, younger.
Sorry to switch up conversation. We had to go update the batteries on the camera, so that's why we had to walk away for a second. That's why the camera looked a little different. It's okay. Joe Byron, he fell off a bike
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Do you think we're gonna like, lose respect as a country?
I mean,
That's how people acting.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's just a mistake. I mean, we do the most dumbest shit sometimes too.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just don't catch us, It just so happened that the time that we had somebody recording,
There was a couple people around there.
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of people there for some reason just waiting for him to, I guess, mess up or something. But yeah, I mean, he falls off a bike. What do you want? Like to move him out of office now?
He fallen a couple times. He was falling going up the airplane steps. Now he fall off a bike.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But I feel like obviously it's the president, so people are going to overreact and be like, oh, like fucking Sleepy Joe. Oh my God, he's running our country.
Y'all want this guy
it's like, bro,
to lead us?
Like him, Trump, Sanders, like they all in the same like age range. They're all like 70 and shit. Like,
yeah,
it's a miracle that Joe was even riding a bike to begin with. Like,
true.
Like that's an old ass dude. We could see it.
He trying to stay, fit and stay alive. That's why.
And they out here ridiculing him because he fell off a bike. Y'all never fell off a bike before?
Exactly. First of all, you just think about it like, look, at least he's trying to, staying fit. Like, what was Trump doing? He wasn't doing nothing.
He was golfing.
He wasn't doing that. Come on now. Is that really doing anything? I feel like he was about to, and then before he actually spun, he had like a boy like go and grab and throw it.
Good shot, Mr. Trump.
Right? He had people on his payroll. Like, good shot. It's like, yeah.
I would like low key. Like I remember it was a whole controversy. Like he was always golfing or some shit. He was never at the office. He was always like at the Trump Tower and like always like at a golf course. Like I wonder, like what are the scores? Like did he get better?
True, right?
If he got there and ain't shit changed, then I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
Like if you just still shooting par or whatever.
Right.
Or like whatever I don't know, golf scores.
Okay,
but if
Trump is ass.
Yeah, but if shit ain't go up, if you all this time at the golf course, then what the fuck is we doing?
Right. I can beat him. I know I can.
I can't. I ain't even been to Top Golf. Last time I was with a golf club with you, you know what happened.
Yes. Yeah. You hit me right.
That shit ricocheted off the phone. Off the phone.
No, it hit the walls. It was like ding ding, and then hit me right in my hand with my phone. Like,
you still got that video?
I do.
We could throw it in here so people see.
Bro,
you probably look mad young.
Yeah, I do. You had your that's when you were wearing your glasses and shit. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. I don't know. Old people in office. I mean, that's the only thing we seem to be wanting to do. We don't need to talk about office anymore.
Yeah, we that was last the week before.
Yeah, we
getting tired of that shit. But by the time this comes out, it's probably a whole other thing that we gotta talk about. Can't even have fun no more.
True.
I'm just and then everybody just be having their opinions on it. You know what? Something I thought about the other day. Like going off of that kind of like people's opinions and shit. You ever see something on the internet where it's like it doesn't even have to be that important, but somebody just be trying to be so technical about some shit where it's just like it's not that deep.
Mm.
Like I don't have an example off the top of my head, but I seen somebody in the replies of like a tweet just being like, "Well, actually, is this like that? Oh, I can't believe you're doing this," or like that's not the proper way to do it. Actually, it's this, and it's like, yo, like in my head, I'm like, you're not wrong. But like, shut the fuck up. like respectfully, like I'm not saying you're wrong here, but it's like it's not that serious. You didn't need to say anything.
Yeah,
I understand that what you're saying is technically correct, but still,
let me have my thought.
But still, get a life.
All right,
leave us alone.
Let me have my opinion. Don't interrupt me.
Just let it be. We talking about football.
Like, we're talking about
it's like, well, actually, he placed fourth all time in the touchdown numbers on the AFC, not the NFC. It's like, all right, cool, yeah.
And if you look closely on the one game, he technically didn't score that point, so technically he's not number one.
It's like, all right, you're right. But fuck you. Like, shut up,
but
please.
Why are you here right
Nobody
now?
cares. We're just trying to have a fun conversation about two players on two different teams. Why you got to make it seem like we're talking about the end all be all of the world?
That's, I guess, sports and other shit.
You know, it's another beef I got with sports too that I've been wanting to talk about. I don't know if you've like seen this as well, or if you follow any like sports pages on social media. But I'm tired of like seeing, any major sport in general. Whenever a player like does a stat or something amazing, they like pull a stat out of their ass just to make it seem something crazy, like amazing and something worth noting. Mm-hmm. It'll be like, Victor Oladipo is the first person to score 35, 5 and 2 after the post 3-point era, born in Mississippi,
They keep going.
who has a dog named Ringo and likes to eat chicken noodle soup
And
in the Eastern Conference
and the dog was a shelter dog.
on a Wednesday. Like, it's like, bro, like
At 2 p.m.
if somebody does some crazy ass shit, cool, talk about it. But don't try so hard to make up a whole ass graphic about this player who did something that a lot of people have done, but you got to make it seem like they're the first person to do it by adding all these other conditions to it.
And it was really hot that day.
It's like Ezekiel Elliott was the first running back in the post-draft era on the Dallas Cowboys in year 2 of his career to catch for 105 receiving yards and have 72 fumbles in a season.
It's like, okay.
What am I supposed to do with that information?
Cool.
Devin Booker, a couple years ago when he was like fucking 18 years old or like mad young, he dropped like 84 points. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That's something worth noting.
Talk about that.
Nah, bro. It's 32 points, bro. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, like somebody going 90, 50, and 40 in a season or whatever the fuck the stat is, like that's wild as fuck. But I don't care that fucking, I don't know who, I'm trying to think of somebody else. Aaron Gordon is the first person who's left-handed who went to the University of Kentucky and did like, I know that all these things I'm saying are wrong. I don't even know if he went to Kentucky, but like, relax. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
It's a joke.
That guy's already like,
yeah, like he foaming at the mouth. Like, he went to Washington.
Why are you saying these things?
Why are you lying about him?
Cancel.
He's not even 25.
Right. That's not even his name. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, like they keep making these bullshit stats just to have something to talk about. It's like, yo, like if he ain't do nothing, don't give him props. Like, just leave it as is.
Yeah, I mean, they got to make him feel good, I guess. I don't know. They probably don't do something that crazy that often. So when they do, it's like, cool.
It's just to be the social media team, just be looking for something. I don't know. I was watching the NBA draft was like last week or like a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the first, like one of the first 5 picks, and he was walking up. You know, they do the jersey shit. They shake the hand of the dude, and then they get off stage. But the commentators or whatever, the hosts of the event, were kind of like giving background about the player. I'm sorry, and they were just like, oh, like, you know, Josh Smith from fucking, I don't know, Kansas, like point guard. He's getting picked to the Detroit Pistons, and you know, I talked to him. He had a great character. He's a great kid. You know, he has high aspirations. He wants to make it to the finals. No shit. Every player wants to make it to the fucking finals. And he's a humble guy. And, you know, he even has like always grinding tattooed on his chest. And on the side of the screen as he's walking up, they have like a graphic of being like, oh, like he's like 6'3" and like he's from this college and this and that. And they really wrote, has a tattoo on his chest that says always grinding. So, yo, who is that for? Who are we in? Who? Oh, cool. Now I know that now. Now what?
Hey, bro, he's always grinding.
That's not an accomplishment because he had $250 and he knew a guy.
Now I know
he's always grinding.
You see, I didn't know that before, but now I know.
This is true.
At this moment, he's grinding.
Before I saw it, I was like, damn, like I don't really know about this pick. Like he might not come out and like actually, you know, turn into be a superstar. But then I saw the tattoo and I was like, oh shit,
bro.
He's dedicated.
Damn, okay, he's definitely making it to the finals. Yeah.
He's always grinding. All those other kids that got picked before him, they're not always grinding. They're always sometimes grinding.
They don't have it tattooed. It's not that official.
Yeah.
Now I know. You see, this is for who it's for.
Yeah, this is like sports TV getting kind of going downhill a little bit for me when they start doing that weird shit.
Hey, man. I feel like at that point they're just, you know, reaching for stuff. They got nothing else they really go off of.
Like at least at the NFL draft, they'll just like show like, oh, this player got drafted. He's similar, like in our eyes, he's similar to this player, and then they'll show his film of him playing and shit like that. Or if they really have like a crazy ass story, it's like, oh, like, you know, Jabrod Green from the south side of Mississippi. He was adopted by two giraffes and a monkey, and he made it all the way to New York on a walk-on, got a full-time scholarship, bought his family 3 houses, and he actually only has one arm, and he's blind in one eye and can barely hear out of his left ear. but he's the #1 draft pick and he's here tonight and here to celebrate with his gram who bought him the first plane ticket to go to New York. It's like, all right, damn, that shit sound wild. Like, tell me more.
I mean, yeah, that if I hear that, that's
give me the Netflix documentary on that.
Yeah, that's a freaking, I don't know.
30 for 30.
Jesus, man. If you doing that type of shit, bro, man, 2 giraffes and a monkey. Oh my God.
That's a tough upbringing, if you ask me. He was always grinding.
Exactly. We need to talk about him more. Man. 2 giraffes and a monkey, bro.
I couldn't think of anything else. I don't know why I went with that, but
It's a crazy story.
The point is there. It's just actually he was raised by.
Right.
Like, all right, bro.
Actually.
How do I block you from viewing our videos?
You can't.
That's impossible. You can't legally get adopted by animals.
All right. Damn. Sports.
Now it's just a dry ass time. I ain't got shit to watch. That's why I started My Hero.
Nice.
I started My Hero. I'm finishing up the old school Hunter x Hunter. I finished Super. All I gotta do is watch the one movie that they put out, the Broly movie, and then in August they got the new movie coming out. But the only thing that's weird is like, I don't know. It's always been that way. Like the movies aren't canon, but then they said the Broly movie is canon, but now this new one coming out isn't canon. So I'm like, what am I waiting for? I gotta wait for the new season next year.
Dragon Ball Z has always just been everywhere because of so many freaking revamps that they keep doing with it.
Yeah. The movies hit though. Like the movies are tough, but it's like they don't never tie into the story. So in my head, I'm like, all right, like shouldn't he know this move? But then he don't because it was in the movie and wasn't in the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've been sleeping on Bleach. It's just like I just got to a point where
fell off.
Not that it fell off. It's just, well, where I'm at, it kind of, I guess, fell off, if that makes sense. But the thing is, I feel like this isn't, it feels weird. I want to call what I'm watching like filler because it just doesn't seem that serious or crazy for the people they're fighting. They just seem like this type of little small obstacle in the way. But because the season before this was like, bro, that shit was insane. Like the people they were fighting, like they were in a different world or whatever. They was fighting the people there. It was just like all this crazy shit was happening. And I was like, bro, this is sick. Like people were leveling up. And now they like kind of went through that part. The people that they were fighting, there was like 2-3 people that were there that were still the bad guys that you like crazy plot twist. You're like, oh shit, this guy's still alive somehow, all this shit. And then they end up escaping. And you're like, okay, so you think, okay, the next season is going to be them trying to find them. No, it's like these other bad people now that show up out of nowhere. And these people are like, they seem kind of crazy, but at the same time, you're just like, it's not like what you wanted. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm just like, I want it to be over already. And that's kind of, I guess, where I ended up hitting a spot where I'm just like, I kind of like slowly fell off of it.
Is it actually filler though? There's a website that tells you like.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, it that's what I'm saying. Like it feels like filler because like nothing really crazy new is happening. It's just them fighting these people. So I'm like, I don't know, but I mean, there's certain parts that happen where I feel like maybe he's learning, you know, different stuff. So I guess it's not really somewhat filler, but I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of episodes though. I feel like I could just skip over and just get to like the main fights. But,
yeah. Yeah, there's a website that they'll tell you like when there's all the filler. In Dragon Ball, you could tell when that shit's fucking filler. That shit is
seconds.
Huh?
First 2 seconds.
Yeah, like it should, or even like the previews where they're like talking about like what's gonna happen next episode. I'm like, yeah, like I'm cool. But I just checked the website. There was like a 10 episode gap where it was all filler, so I just skipped that. But it would just be like Goku like babysitting his granddaughter and just like the crazy antics that happened with that. But it was not like to the actual story. So I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this.
Yeah. I'll probably go back and watch it, but like, I don't know. No point. So yeah, I hit that like small little wall, but I mean, I feel like I'm getting towards the end of it, so it's whatever. But yeah, that's kind of what ended up making me want to just like slowly just back off, I guess, of it because it was just there. And then I ended up watching my wife and kids.
Back on that.
Yeah, that shit is so funny. So I've just been watching that honestly, but I want to get back into watching Bleach again. Finish that off. I mean, I'm not going to finish it off. That's going to take me like another 3 months probably.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I was surprised that I'm like, because I went to go watch, I was like, there's 5 seasons of My Hero or some shit like that. And I was like, damn, this is going to take me a minute. But it was less episodes than Dragon Ball Super. So
yeah,
like,
it's not that long.
Dragon Ball Super is like 131 episodes. I thought it was more, but it wasn't. I knocked those out. And then My Hero is like 1 something.
Yeah.
It's not even a lot.
It's not. But yeah, then I actually still have to watch the movies for My Hero. There's like 2, I think, whatever. So I still got to watch those. But yeah, and My Hero was really good, and just waiting for the next type of like anime, I guess, to watch.
Have you watched Spy Family?
I haven't, but I heard a lot of people say that's good, and it's also like pretty funny too.
It is. I like it. I haven't watched, like, I haven't caught up with it. The part 1 of the season 1 has like wrapped up, and part 2 comes out like in October. But I like the show a lot. It's really good.
Yeah,
it's like one bull who's a spy, and he has like a mission to like basically do something. But in order to do it, he has to like pose as a fake family. So he has to look for like a daughter and like a wife. And like he does that, but then it's just like whatever happens after that is the story. But the daughter's really cute, Anya. You already see people getting her tatted. It's just kind of wild to me.
Interesting.
Like they're good tats and like it's dope. Like the characters are good. But it's just like, yo, you don't know how the story's gonna pan out unless you read the manga, and I don't even think the manga's finished. And it's like that's gonna be on you forever. Like when I see people got like Demon Slayer skins before the second season even came out, I was just kind of like, damn, like you don't like. What if this person turns into an asshole?
True.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the shit hasn't even panned out yet. I mean, obviously there's people out there who read the manga, so I guess it's a little bit different. But like, if it's not finished, like, what if they just have this crazy ass turn? Like,
True.
I mean, it's different than like real actors and shit, where it's like you don't know. Like that's what scares me about getting people like famous people tatted and shit. Aside from the fact that you don't know them and it's kind of weird, but like people do it. What if like
They end up doing some.
Yeah, like what if you got like you got Jim Carrey tatted, right? And he just makes a video just saying the N-bomb like a bunch of times. Like
You're just like
now you got this Jim Carrey tattoo on your arm with his face.
You just smile.
He's like, nah, I just really like the mask. It's like, nah, bro, like you gotta take that off.
Oh shit, bro. Yeah, that's kind of difficult. That's more different because you don't know. Like in like shows or movies, whatever, animes, like you can get somebody and then they end up turning bad. You're like, okay, whatever. It's just a character. But for the most part, they ain't doing no crazy wild shit like that. That's, I don't know, real world problems,
Yeah. But even the show, what if they become something you don't like?
I mean,
like bro, like you're at the mercy of the author of the show. Like they could literally do anything.
I mean, if anything, I'll just make the excuse like, okay, well, this was during the time where he was just super badass. Anything after it, that's it. That's why I got this version of him. It depends. Like if they're
that ain't gonna work with Jim Carrey.
Exactly. That's different. That's different. Yeah. This is when Jim Carrey was funny.
It's like the bull from Seinfeld when he did that stand up. Just started saying the N-bomb. It's like there's probably a bunch of people who had Seinfeld tatted, like stuff from the show.
Yeah. And it's like wow.
Fucking Kramer, what the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what if in fucking Tanjiro just ends up being like a homophobe in the show? Obviously, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that is.
But it's just like it's kind of rough. Like, what if they just decide to take that route?
True.
You gotta cancel it. You gotta get that off your skin.
Probably now, yeah. I'll definitely get Zenitsu tatted on me, bro.
What if he just turns into like a neo-Nazi?
Bro, they ain't no. That's such a stretch. Like what? That's so random. The only thing that could go worse for him is that he just dies or
becomes a demon, just starts fucking everybody
becomes
up.
a demon. Hey, bro, he'd be the quickest demon you ever seen in your life, bro. Don't let him fall asleep on you. That's all I'm saying, bro. You dead. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, hey.
It's a gamble, man.
So far, I mean, the characters people get tatted, it's all right. And maybe
I'll get a character tatted, but
who knows?
Fuck around, imagine someone like, I'm trying to think of somebody who like turned bad, but like people definitely had tattooed.
I feel like there's definitely somebody. I just can't think of them, honestly. For the most part, for a lot of the shows I've watched, the person who was bad was just always bad. But someone who was good and then just out of nowhere turned bad, I don't know.
You think somebody got a Bill Cosby tat? There's definitely somebody out there with a Bill Cosby tat.
Yeah.
And an R. Kelly tat.
Yeah, for sure. Either that or they have the name, like their name, like R. Kelly or like Bill Cosby, something like that.
That's weird.
Hey, bro. I think getting a tat of somebody's face like that is kind of weird too.
But just their name?
Hey, Cosby. Cosby, right there.
Cosby Show. Cosby. Right. Pudding pop.
Exactly, bro.
Just on his thigh.
Hey, bro, that's hard.
Who else? Damn.
I don't know.
I'm blanking out. I feel like there's not that many people out there that like that. I think that people like, yeah, like that makes sense. Like somebody gets a tattoo of them.
Like a real life person?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Like I think like there's people with Mike Tyson tattoos. I know that. And,
Yeah.
and there's like some stuff up in the air with him. Some people got Michael Jackson and that's still up in the air to some people's eyes.
Yeah, they got that. I mean, they got a lot of people, like you said. It's very random, but people just get tats of people.
And there's people getting tattoos of people that are young. Like they still got time to fuck up.
Right.
Like everything's
Don't
cool
do
now.
nothing bad, please.
You think there's somebody with Amber Heard tattoo?
I feel like there's probably someone who just got it. If I'm being honest.
But like before that, I mean, she was like in Aquaman and shit. Like, and there's guys that like be like, oh, like they find her attractive. Like, fuck it.
Probably, but if anything, they would do it because of like they'll get her tatted and she'll look like the chick she was in the movie. They wouldn't just be like a regular.
I guess still like
her
that Jim Carrey the mask tattoo won't cover your ass that much.
It won't. You're right.
Little Ace Ventura.
Oh, right. He
Yeah.
he does that face on his leg. Like, oh shit.
It's a tough call. It's hard to explain that. At that point, I would just get that blackout tattoo and people being like just straight black.
That's a lot. That's a lot, bro. I couldn't do that, bro. I would only do that like a small drawing, but never. That's like some fucking pain looking type tattoo.
I seen a TikTok. Somebody got a tattoo of like a bruise, like their leg all bruised up and shit. It looked real as hell. Like it looks just like somebody scraped up their knee, but it's there permanent.
So
it has like the purple and the scrapes and the yellow.
I would wake up one day just confused and scared. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my bad. Never mind.
Somebody commented like if she really got into like an accident, it's like the nurse is just like, I'm trying to clean her off, but that shit won't go away.
It's not going off. I'm doing everything I can. Nurse, get out of here.
She's not healing.
You're doing it wrong.
Like, oh, it's a tattoo.
It's like, oh,
So yo, you're an asshole. I've been look at how many wet wipes I wasted on you.
shit, bro. Yeah, that'd be fucked. Like, why the hell does this shit look so realistic?
Shout out to that artist though. That shit actually looked legit.
Yeah.
I think we've jumped around enough.
Yeah. I just saw on my phone that there's like this, I guess Nintendo had a mini direct, John, and there's something for Sonic that came out.
Oh, the new Sonic. I mean, there's a Sonic game that's coming out. You seen that?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen the new Sonic game coming out?
No.
At all?
No.
What? I gotta show you.
I get so disappointed with Nintendo nowadays. I just don't care about the stuff they drop.
I thought you would have at least seen it. There's been like, I mean, that game that you're talking about, people said that looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot, like they've played demos and there's not a lot going on with it yet.
Yeah.
But it's essentially supposed to be Zelda,
something Fortune or something like that.
It's supposed to be Sonic, but like Breath of the Wild.
Oh, Frontiers, my bad. It shows off cyberspace and Switch gameplay and new trailers. So I think there was a new trailer that dropped for it.
So if you check it out, it's basically like Breath of the Wild, but Sonic. And it's like mad open world and it looks just like Breath of the Wild, but you're just as a Sonic character. And it looked sick in theory, but it seems like people have played demos and it just flopped.
It's Nintendo, but it's also Sega. So
Sega.
Exactly.
But they got some heaters though. We talked about like Sonic Unleashed and like
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to throw them out the water yet. I don't want to like give up on it yet. But at the same time, it's like Nintendo has just been the floppers of this past like 4 years.
I mean, they still got some heaters though. They had Super Mario Odyssey. They had the Kirby game. They had Breath of the Wild. They had. Did I say the Kirby game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're already running out.
No, Smash. They had Luigi's Mansion. They had the Wario game. They got Splatoon coming out.
But like, my question is, how many of those games that you feel like after you buy it and play it, you really felt like, damn, like this was like an actual game. It wasn't just something that you felt like was just there, just past like an hour, and that was it.
Odyssey.
Cool.
I haven't played anything else.
But I
own them all, but I haven't opened them.
So play Breath of the Wild because I played that recently within the last year, and that shit was amazing. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like it was great.
People rank that as like the best game like ever. Like
exactly,
on a bunch of lists.
And that's where I feel like I want
all the games
more,
to be.
not all of them,
But,
because
like-
I clearly understand it can't happen like that. But I just want a good amount of them to actually feel like there was some time put into it,
Yeah.
not just, oh, okay, we have this blueprint of an old game, let's remake it, but just not really give a shit. Let's just throw some same shit. Let's add something tad bit different so people feel like they're getting something new, and then just give them like some, half-ass game. Like
That's what
that's where I feel like I don't know. When you play, like you said, like Odyssey and, freaking Zelda, you just feel like, wow, this is something so new. And you just feel like, wow, like I'm actually into this game. That's
Yeah.
just kind of what I want. Like Sonic, again, like we don't get a lot of those games often at all. So when this new one comes out, I just hope that like, okay, it's actually something where I'm sitting there like, damn, like I'm putting some hours into it. Not just, okay, I played this day this weekend, shit, I forgot I had this game after
Yeah.
a month went by, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll go back to it. Like I want that joint to have me stuck.
we shall see. We'll give him a chance. I'll show you the trailers after this, but
You better have Michael Jackson in that soundtrack.
he can't.
I don't know.
He's
bro.
gone.
No, you didn't have him in there.
What, Mark, where can they find you?
If had me, you could find me Instagram. My bad. Like, I was just, I'm so like out of it, bro. I'm so disappointed, Nintendo. You can find me Instagram at etc Marky Mark, Twitter at Marky Mark, Twitch at Marky Mark as well. Victor, where can they find you, and etc.
You can find me at ETC Victor on all platforms, and et cetera is at real etc on all platforms. Our email is real.etc@gmail.com. That's everything. Anything you want to say, Mark, before we get out of here?
Nah, be safe. We love y'all. More shit coming.
Yes, sir. Take care of yourselves. Be nice. Mind your business. If you don't have a cooch, don't worry about it. See you guys next time.